what are we going to do apart from have fun and drink some cocktails?
I feel like what we do best. Let's make some drinks.
Today you're going to be making the Harvey Wallbanger.
Harvey Wallbanger.
So we're going to do 1 ounce of this gin. It's a City of London Dry.
1 ounce.
Instead of just a float, we're going to do a full ounce of the Galliano.
Could they have made the bottle any more awkward? Okay, right, I'm going to do it right to the brim here.
All right.
Smell that? Ooh.
Vanilla and black licorice.
I was going to say licorice for sure.
So
What's next?
2 ounces of this orange juice right here.
OJ, freshly
Hand
squeezed.
There you go.
Flip it up. Try not to spill it, you know?
There you go.
I'm just handing you everything. There you go.
Now, ice scoop. Fill it to the top.
Okay. Boom.
You're good. Put this on. Give it a soft tap. Give it a hard whack. Now.
It wasn't really hard, was it?
All right. Shake it until the tin is frosty.
Yeah, shake it till my hand's glued to the tin.
It needs a lot of dilution to hit through. That ought to about do it.
All right.
I'm gonna wipe this off.
Is this more like a daytime drink?
It is. It's a summer drink.
Right?
It is a beach drink.
Beach drink.
That much of the story at least works out.
There you go.
There you go.
How's that?
Hawthorne strainer. Strain it in for
Mr.
me.
Hawthorne Strainer. Love him.
It looks good.
Okay. Oop.
Got it all?
That's all.
Now the last bit is gonna be your aromatics. Lemon bitters.
Ooh.
It's a citrus on top of the flavor. 2 big dashes on top.
2 big dashes. Rump. Rump.
We're gonna have your straw. Okay, give it a little stir.
Little stir.
That brought down.
A little bit of decoration.
What makes it pretty? There you go.
Beautiful.
The new Harvey Wallbanger.
Cheers.
Mezcal has become extremely popular over the past couple years, especially here in Los Angeles. And we have probably our most popular cocktail, which is called the Wakan Razor Blade. References Oaxaca, Mexico, where mezcal traditionally comes from. It's delicious, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do it right now. So, take your shaker, fill it with ice. Now we're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of fresh lime juice. 3/4 of an ounce of orgeat. Now, orgeat is an almond syrup. Has a little orange flower water in there, rose water as well. Now, you get a choice. You can have your razor blade either sharp or dull. Now, you're probably wondering what that means. Sharp means with Serrano bitters, or you can do it with the Angostura bitters. Mild, dull, but might sneak up on you later. It's a little easier to drink. Me personally, I put the Serrano bitters in there because it's gonna give you a little bit of earthy kind of spice to it. It's not gonna be super hot, a little on the richer side. Now we're gonna do our mezcal. So if you're not familiar with mezcal, mezcal is an agave-based spirit. Much like tequila, except all tequilas are mezcal, but not all mezcals are tequila. Tequila comes from blue agave specifically. This right here is smoked and roasted underground, so it gives it a nice texture, nice mouthfeel. Best way I can compare it to would be American whiskey to Scotch whiskey. So we're gonna add 2 ounces right in there. And this El Silencio mezcal is great. Now, I'm gonna shake it up. And you really want to give it a good shake because you're going to get a nice frothy texture. We're going to strain it into a chilled coupe. And you see what I mean with the texture there. And here we go. This is our Oaxacan Razor Blade. Sharp.
Lauren, you're actually the beverage manager over at Cinco, right?
Yes, Cinco is our sister restaurant across the street, and here at the Manchester, I bartend just for fun.
Just for fun?
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see what you're going to whip up for me.
Yeah, I'm so excited. So we're going to start with one of our house cocktails here at the Manchester called the Pop Culture. Comes in this super fun fish mug. Yeah.
I love it.
It's incredibly popular.
Yeah.
So our base here is going to be 2 ounces of cachaça, Brazilian rum.
Yeah, I love it.
2 ounces of that, and then we have a house-fused peanut orgeat, orgeat, if you will. So we infuse that with peanuts. Going to do 1 ounce of that.
That smells great.
Right in there. I know, it smells like...
Don't think you have many peanut drinks, right?
No.
That's kind of cool.
No, it's
I like that.
It's odd, and it does. It smells like, fresh peanut butter.
Love it.
All right, and then 1/2 ounce of our house-infused passion fruit liqueur. That we just hit with some spice, some nutmeg, some cinnamon, stuff like that. A little bit of grapefruit up in there as well. Fresh grapefruit, always fresh juices here.
Yeah.
And
so everything's obviously all in-house.
Yes, everything.
Squeezed.
Yeah. It's fun for us, so it's not even, when you enjoy your work, it's not even work. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so all that's up in there.
If you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Exactly. All right, so we're just gonna hit that, give it a good shake.
Yeah.
And shake it up. All right. Boom. All right. And just a quick strain.
All right.
Slowly but surely.
Into the fish's mouth.
Into the fish's mouth.
And then into mine.
All right. All right, now that we've hit it with our ice, we're gonna do a little bit of cinnamon, just fresh cinnamon right on top, just for cuteness. And final touches.
Let's put this on here so everyone can see it.
There, yeah.
There we go.
It's just bam.
Bam.
There we go.
Done?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Pop culture. Cheers.
See, I love working with cocktails and making them great spirits, spirit-driven, great flavors. And then what we're gonna do here is a great summertime cucumber cocktail. Working with little cucumbers, we're gonna muddle it first. And then we're gonna always go with our citrus and our simple. I like to pour 2 at a time, whether I'm behind the bar or I'm having fun with friends at home. And you just do a, whoa, nice little pour there. Done with that. We're gonna work with gin off this. I think sometimes a lot of people put so many different steps in every cocktail. I like to think of cocktails as paintings. It's kind of silly to say it that way, but if you think of a painting with 8 to 9 different colors and you mix them all together, it turns like to mud or a brown. But if you work with 2 or 3 steps of a really vibrant and pretty spirit with great backups, boy, that cocktail is usually beautiful. So now we have the first basis of the cocktail built. We're gonna ice it here. We're gonna cover it up, and this is called a French tin. With the French tin, I like it because you can beat them up a lot. We shake, corner to corner, having some fun. Once you're done with that, of course, nice pop. So right now we have the basis, sort of a cucumber press cocktail. But you see, I'd be wasting your time if I just showed you one drink and we did it and we were like, wow, that was neat. See, I think that anytime you make a drink here watching this great show, you should learn one step that teaches you how to be a rock star mixologist at home. Otherwise, why watch it? So most people will float a little wine over a cocktail and they'll use a spoon. I think spoons are boring. We'll use a knife. We're also gonna use a Pinot Noir. See, I love the science of drinks. In fact, I think if you think like a scientist, you'll make better drinks. The Pinot Noir has 1 molecule of red. Most wines like Cabernet will have 2, Malbec 3. And doing it over the top here will give it a nice placement over the top of the drink. And the reason we want that placement is it'll give it a great je ne sais quoi, a great feel to it. It'll add a little extra tannins to your palate. It's an easy drink, but with this one step, with this one float of Pinot Noir, you can't go wrong. The drink is spectacular. You can make it at home and just look like a rock star in front of all your friends. So in the meantime, I'm gonna start drinking this. Cheers.
Our tiki drinks. So we wanted to do something to add to that movement and give a little bit of a variety. So if you come here and you're looking for something a little more tropical.
To start this cocktail, we're gonna need a healthy pinch of mint. We're gonna tear it in half and smack it hard. Drop it into there. I'm gonna take a piece of fresh pineapple, about a 1 by 1 cube square. We're gonna add 2 healthy dashes of falernum bitters, 2 healthy dashes of Angostura bitters. The next step is we're going to take about a bar spoon of fresh squeezed ginger juice with a 1/2 ounce of Demerara brown cane sugar.
So you want to blend all the ingredients together. Since the pineapple was thrown in and it was a big chunk, you want to break it up because shaking won't do enough to get the flavor and the fibers out.
So our next step, we're gonna go to our juices. We're gonna need 3/4 ounces of fresh squeezed lime juice. Everything always fresh squeezed. 1 ounce of fresh squeezed orange juice. Next is 1 ounce of fresh pineapple juice. Then we're gonna do 1 ounce of falernum liqueur. Then we move on to the rum. All right, and finally, we move on to the main ingredient, which is Zaya Grand Reserve. This rum in particular is a combination of 12 hand-selected aged rums that are blended together.
A lot of booze.
A lot of booze, just the way we like it. All right, baby, add some ice, shake that up.
All right.
Addition to the drink because it actually helps create the flavor and the mixing of the ingredients. We're gonna double strain our cocktail into the tiki mug over the 3/4 of ice.
There's so many things that went into this cocktail. You definitely want to double strain. When you muddle pineapple,
We're gonna take some pebble ice and we're gonna pack the top. So now let's move on to the garnishes. Grab a fresh cut piece of pineapple, some refined sugar. We're actually gonna brulee this piece of pineapple, so I'm gonna use refined sugar. I'm gonna coat it a little bit, and we're gonna grab our blowtorch.
we like fire at this bar.
We love fire at this bar. And we're going to lightly caramelize the sugar. As soon as it starts to bubble, you know that it's gonna brown and then it'll harden like a brulee, like a creme brulee. Now we're gonna take a skewer and grab one of our Luxardo Italian maraschino cherries. Stab it through the pineapple. Careful, it's hot. Now if you wanna grab a nice mint sprig, smack it a little, release those oils again so you get it on your nose.
Pretty fire.
Bright purple, beautiful, edible. Nothing stands out like an orchid, right?
And you can take it home and we won't even yell at you for taking the cup.
Yep, we'll even rinse it out for you before you leave.